know, Mom, when you first started decorating for the holidays back in August, I was a little worried you might go overboard. I'm glad to see I was wrong.
She's doing the inside of the garage tomorrow.
From Harold, your garbage man. That's sweet. We'll see this again soon. Mom, is there a reason you're sprinkling Parmesan cheese over all of our belongings?
Oh, silly, this isn't Parmesan cheese. Styrofoam packing peanuts.
Oh. That'll be nice to inhale throughout the holidays.
Well, you can make fun, but this is very special to me. Christmas is about family. It's been a long time since we've all been together.
Remember those Christmases when Aunt Mary used to come and visit and bring all those expensive gifts? I miss those. I mean, her. How come we haven't seen Aunt Mary for a while?
Oh, she's much too busy. Big shot reporter in Chicago. Oh, well, just as well I don't want anyone buying expensive presents this year. Nothing more than $15.
$15? I used to spend 20 on people in L.A. that I didn't like. Just so, you know, they wouldn't think I didn't like them.
I'd be happy if we all just made things for each other.
You don't know how to make a flat screen TV, do you? In their little gingerbread house?
No, silly, it's a gingerbread bidet. It's going in the gingerbread house I'm making for the mall.
Oh, well, I look forward to meeting the little gingerbread man who lives in there.
No, it's a gingerbread woman, actually. She'll live there alone and devote all her time to crafts so that she can forget the lonely isolation she felt when her gingerbread parents told her that nothing she did was ever good enough.
If you have enough dough left over, you might want to slap together a little gingerbread therapist. Hey, Rusty. Once again, you've misinterpreted Casual Fridays.
No, I'm Santa. Teachers, we all get jobs down at the mall over Christmas break. But, you know, being Santa's awesome. You can't imagine the instant respect you get when you wear this thing.
There you go.
Actually, I was drinking this. It's not for money.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, it wasn't real money. It was Canadian.
What I was trying to tell you is I'm using my frequent flyer miles to fly in my Aunt Mary to surprise my mom. Isn't that great? It'll be so, oh, God, she was such a role model to me when I was growing up.
Your Aunt Mary, Mary Tatham. Dear, sweet Mary Tatham. Woof.
Well, I didn't realize y'all were friends.
Never met the woman. But I see her reporting on the Chicago news all the time on cable. You know, I've always thought I'd have a certain simpatico with her. I mean, we're both sophisticates, as it were, and both leaders in our fields.
Oh, I can see that. So, are you going to be stocking shelves down at Piggy Links again this year?
No, actually. I have been promoted to free sample man, which means all the sausage I can... I see what you've done.
I didn't know Elton John's on the Canadian Quarter.
That's actually the Queen of England. I guess it's pretty much the same thing.
Ellen! Aunt Mary!
This is so great. Oh, boy. Hey, listen, do you remember Rusty Carnook?
Yes, yeah, that goofy guy from elementary school with the square head. Whatever happened to him?
He ended up behind you in a Santa suit.
Oh, dear, I'm so sorry. It's great to see you again.
My head got stuck in the birth canal.
Oh,
Over an hour, hour 10. But it turned out okay.
Boy,
All right, so I'm glad to be here.
I'm so glad that you're here. Catherine's in on the whole thing. She's keeping Mom busy.
Oh, great. So that leaves us free to do our favorite thing, shopping. Come on.
Mom doesn't want it to be about presents this year. She just wants everybody to spend no more than $15, maybe make something.
Oh, well, sure. She's good at making things. I'm good at buying things. So screw the $15. It's Christmas, kid. Let's hit the mall.
All right. I'm sorry, I know the shopping isn't quite what it is in Chicago, but...
Oh, well, believe me, I could use a change of pace. Although I was a little disappointed to find that the Gap is just a space between two stores.
Well, it's better than L.A., where there isn't even a gap between the gaps.
Oh, there's my BlackBerry email. Ah, it's from Matt Lauer. Wants the name of my dog trainer.
Oh, you got a dog.
No, I got a dog trainer. You think of a better way to stay in touch with Matt Lauer?
I used to have one of those in L.A. You don't really need one in Clark. I mean, don't really have to communicate with anybody. You pretty much know what everybody's going to say.
Hold it up
It's a
for you.
cold one.
Well, you're going to be able to stay in touch with me because I just asked my assistant to send you one. You'll probably get it tomorrow.
Oh, wow. Aunt Mary, you're so generous. Thank you so much. Wow.
Ellen, I think what you're doing is just wonderful. Working part-time at a school, getting to know the real people kind of thing. Brava. Brava.
Well, I think that this is pretty much it for me. That didn't feel good to say.
Well, you can't be dissuaded just because some little misstep along the way. Let me tell you, when I went to Chicago to join the news team, I was scared. And I had my share of adversity, too. But I just kept saying to myself, you're going to make it.
After all,
Yeah, I never heard it put quite that way. But yeah. Honey, you and I are cut from the same cloth, and it ain't poly blend, let me tell you. When you're ready to go back to work, I have a lot of contacts in Chicago.
oh, I appreciate that. That's sweet of you, Aunt Mary. I don't know. I'm pretty happy here. You know, it's quiet and there's not a lot to do or see, except for the town fountain, which seldom works, but you know, when it does, look out. You know, and you really have to because it'll shoot right at you. And there's not really any theater to speak of or any decent restaurants. But there is one thing we do have here in Clark.
What's that?
I just told you it's the fountain.
Ellen, I want you to think about Chicago.
Now add just a pinch of rosemary and a pinch of Catherine.
You always get me with that one. And so does my boss at the pharmacy. So, should be a fabulous holiday this year, huh?
Yeah, sure, now that your sister's home.
Yeah. Aren't sisters great to have around, even if it's just for Christmas?
What do you mean just for Christmas? Don't tell me Alan's thinking about moving back to Los Angeles.
No.
Because
I just meant that, well, you have a sister, and wouldn't it be nice if you could see her more?
Don't stir the pot, dear.
Well, I have to, or the gravy will get lumpy.
There's a reason your Aunt Mary hasn't been here in years. Oh, it was great for a while, but then she gets this big shot reporter job, and suddenly she's just too good for everyone, too busy to visit, and I have to keep this from boiling over.
Your feelings?
No, the gravy.
It's interesting how many words apply to both feelings and gravy.
Hey, Mom, ready for your present?
Merry Christmas, Dot!
Oh, it's Mary, all right.
Yeah. Oh, sweetheart.
Why are you here?
Mom, aren't you glad Mary's here?
Glad? What are you talking about? Of course I'm glad.
Come on.
So, when do you leave?
I'm sorry?
No, that didn't come out right. So, how long until you're not here?
Why don't we go in the living room and sit down and talk, huh?
I actually don't have to be back in Chicago for a little while, although I did promise Roger Ebert I would stop by his New Year's Eve party. Of course, that's just to see that cutie John Cusack.
Oops, careful where you step. Some big names on the floor.
My. You certainly do a warm Christmas, don't you? Is this cheese?
No. We're simple folk. We don't spray cheese in our living rooms like you big city people.
You know, I understand that Paul Anka's entire penthouse is crafted out of an imported Gouda. Gouda. Anka. Okay, well, why don't we sit down and talk and open up here, okay?
Great idea. Well, you and Mom do that. Aunt Mary, let's go set up your room.
Oh, sweetie, no, I wouldn't impose. I'm staying at a bed and breakfast just down the road.
Well, of course you are. We don't have any beds, and we never have breakfast.
Okay, why don't we open some presents and change some subjects? And hey, is this for me? Let's just say it is.
It is. And, Catherine, this is for you. And let's just say you're going to be the best dressed person working at the pharmacy.
I thought I already was.
Oh, wow, you got me an Apple Titanium laptop?
Well, you have so many wonderful ideas, I thought you ought to be able to take them down.
We kind of made a decision that we weren't going to spend more than $15 on our Christmas gifts.
Oops. Even the adapter cost a little more than $15.
Oops.
No, I mean, I didn't know that you were coming, and I wasn't able to get you anything.
Oh, no, Dot, there's nothing you can get me.
See?
Nothing that I would want from you, sweetie.
Other than your company, right, Aunt Mary?
Right. I mean, you don't even work.
That's not where I was hoping you'd take it.
I don't work. What do you call this home? Oh, that's right. You never call this home. I never hear from you. Oh, but you have so much more important things to do.
I should have known when you invited me that Dot hasn't changed. She still has that resentment over the fact that I chose a different path.
Oh, what I resent is that you think that I have time to sit around and resent what you're doing. Did it ever occur to you to take an interest in anybody's life other than your own?
Well, I do. You happen to have a daughter with a world of talent, and nobody is even encouraging her to make something of herself.
I happen to like working at the pharmacy. You're not talking about me, are you?
Okay, let's all just take a breath. Not a deep one, because we don't know the long-term effects of this snow.
I should have known that you would turn this into some kind of competition.
Competition? I'm not the one handing out plutonium laptops. Not to mention,
Cashmere sweaters in 4 different colors.
there's no competition, Mary. You win.
Ah, there's no winning with you, Dot.
This is the best Christmas ever.
Aunt Mary.
Hi. Listen, I stopped by the house. No one was there.
Yeah, I know. I can't find my mom anywhere. She's probably flocking her minivan. So sorry about what happened with her. If we just sat down and talked, I know we could work it out.
Oh, honey, no. I should have known better. Why would it be any different this time?
God, I just want you to have a traditional Christmas. You should stay and fight with your family.
Well, I just found out on my BlackBerry that they want me back there to do a story about people who have to work during the holidays, so...
Hey, well, if you can't find anybody to interview, you could interview yourself.
Yeah. Isn't that the truth? Huh. Well, goodbye, kiddo.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, and hey, if I hear from my mom, should I call you?
Oh, no, honey, I don't think she wants to talk to me. Well, gotta go. Rusty, bye. I hope you have better luck with the chimneys than you did in the birth canal.
she's a great lady.
Well, my Christmas plan went to hell, Santa.
Actually, it's still rusty until I get the hat on.
And Catherine showed me the gift Mom was going to give me for Christmas. It was a blank journal. She had worked forever on the leather-bound cover and...
Sounds like she'd make a darn fine elf.
You want to clear your throat or something?
Yeah. I guess that's why your mom's upset about that laptop your auntie got you.
Yeah, that titanium... How do you know about that?
Sit down. Talk to me.
Pam's gingerbread is everywhere. That's okay. I think I'll stand.
I know you like laptops.
That's okay. I think I'm
Talk
just gonna...
to Santa.
That's all right. I just...
Sit! Santa thinks your mama feels a little unappreciated this time of year. Oh, everybody's working. Even Santa.
The glue from that mustache, the fumes just go right up the nose, doesn't it?
But some of the hard work your mama's doing doesn't fit under a tree. And, well, for your auntie, maybe she's got the opposite problem.
She fits under a tree?
Ellen, your mommy feels she needs to, quote, be a role model to you kids the way your auntie was.
Quote. How do you know what my mom said, Rusty?
Who is this Rusty person you keep talking
You know where she is, don't you? Where is she? Tell me where she is.
She's at the mall. Jeez, take it easy.
Gotta find my Aunt Mary. Gotta find Mom. If you check the food court, I'm gonna check the stores.
You know, maybe I should check the store. She's probably working somewhere where they have my size.
Mom! Mom! Who did this to you? Did the Keebler people do this to you?
No, that'd be ridiculous. No, I'm one of Santa's elves.
You didn't have to get a job to impress us. And all those presents that Aunt Mary gives, she's just competing with Santa.
Santa? Who do you think Santa is? There is no Santa. For another 15 minutes, kids. I didn't care about the gifts. I didn't like the way she was trying to turn you back into that workaholic you used to be.
First of all, I have never touched a drop of workahol. And secondly, I'm the only one not working this Christmas.
Well, not if she has her way. Telling you about all the great jobs in Chicago. She just wants a co-worker. I want a family.
Well, I've got news for you. She does too.
Well, if she wants a family, she should come to me.
She did. And it didn't take much prodding either. Mom, she's lonely. I know, I left that life. And she wasn't trying to be better than you with those presents. She was trying to be necessary. You don't have to compete with your sister. You already won. You are my role model.
I feel awful. She came to me and I shut her out. She won't be back. I know her.
Dot?
Mary, I thought you were at the airport.
Well, I was, but then
You didn't know I was here?
How would I know you were here?
Yeah, how would she know? Unless there was some kind of high-tech gizmo or something that you could tell somebody where somebody is or something. So anyway, hey, why don't you, to the sisters, just talk, just whatever, and then I'll be over here.
Well,
You know what? Actually, I'm just gonna be over here, and I'm just gonna check out the Old Navy. I'll just go over, well, yeah.
look, Dot, I have this for you. Merry Christmas.
Oh, my word. Oh, it's a family photo album with all the pictures from our childhood. Oh, me. Oh. They're selling these?
No, Dot, I made it. All right, my assistant made it. But it's a copy of the one I made myself.
Oh.
All right, she made them both. Merry Christmas.
I'd love it if you'd stay.
I thought you'd never ask.
Oh.
Good. Let's go eat.
Well, I gave our dinner to the church.
Well, I'm sure there's something we can eat here in the mall.
I can't believe these places aren't open on Christmas Eve.
I can't believe these places are open the rest of the year.
I can't believe I finally get to meet Mary Tatham, and I'm dressed like alfalfa
Oh,
toward the end. How are the sausage samples?
oh, well, I don't eat meat.
Oh, trust me, you're at no risk with these bad boys.
No, thank you.
Nothing. Nothing's open. It's criminal. We should take this food court to food court. Yeah. Mary, I'm sorry about this Christmas Eve dinner. This is pathetic.
Oh, no. Listen, Ellen, it was great just being with my family. Thanks for making it happen.
Oh, well, you're welcome, but I'm not the one to thank. That's the man.
Yeah. Santa, I hope there's some wish you have for Christmas that I could grant. Ho, ho, ho!
I don't know who you are, honey, but you're going to the top of my naughty list.
I thought that you were rusty.
Well, I am a little, but it just takes me a minute to get warmed up, Toots.
Mr. Claus!
My shift is ended. So, Sandy, we still on for tonight?
You've been bumped, Shorty.
What are you doing?
We're starving.
Yeah.
There's nothing edible in this entire mall.
Well, even though the mall's closing and it's Christmas Eve, I've finally finished my beautiful gingerbread home. Ta-da! Why is everybody smiling like that?
It's Christmas. There's nothing like home for the holidays.
It's not for eating! Take me away now!